The wealth of the evil ones will be transferred to God's people. Dream, 25th of December 2021. I entered an office. There was the owner of the company and his assistant. The boss of the company was very rich millionaire, vain and posh. Everything was luxury around. There was a large fridge in his office full with small, tiny boxes of some sweets which he was adding as decoration to ice cream for his guests, or something like that. The man was tall, slim, straight brown longish hair. I think I would recognize him if I see him. Then something happened. All that was his became mine. His company, his money, his office, his assistant, his everything became mine. He was now sitting on the sofa near a coffee table in his office. He was trying to comprehend what just happened. He was saying something but he couldn't quite formulate the sentence correct. I went to him to help him and said something like this: "The evil ones do evil just like you do. The good ones do good as I do." He agreed and understood. There was a huge bundle of cash on the table, and I took it and put it in my pocket. This is his money that are mine now. I remember I was thinking, I can pay 2 months rent now for my home. I never been rich, I had no idea what it's like to live like rich people do. Then I start walking around in my new office. Some work came, I thought I can give it to my assistant. I asked him something about where the money that were here are like. I was expecting him to cheat on me. His pockets were full of money. He said don't worry. He knew that all his is mine now. I remembered that he has millions and what is in his pocket is nothing compared with all he has. Then I walked out through a tiny corridor and I saw people living in small tiny rooms. The door of a couple's room was open. Inside there was a very small bed. The man was sitting on a chair. The room was no more than 1.5 square meters. Confirmation. When I got up from the bed, it was 9:33 a.m., which in Greek gematria led me to the only verse in the Bible with this word, and it is quite convincing that this is confirmation that this dream is from God. The Greek word G933 mean King's Court. This is the verse. Luke 7:25. What then did you go out to see? A man dressed in soft clothing. Behold, those who are dressed in splendid clothing and live in luxury are in King's courts. I have also heard other people prophesying that the riches from the evil will be transferred to God's people. My dream seems another confirmation of what God prophesied already. I also had a dream in the past when I was moving in with someone in an extra luxury apartment owned by the famous chef Gordon Ramsay. He kept this flat in secret and his wife didn't know about it. There was staff hired to service just this flat, including a private small airplane. In the corridor there was a big boy security man. When I moved in I could not pay for this extra services, but we were given to live in there. Inside, the flat was fully luxury furnished with all kind of extras. The view from the balcony was the sea. It was beautiful. The word of God is also confirming this dream. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous. Proverbs 13:22. NKJV. Rich oppressors will be judged. Come now, you rich, weep and howl for your miseries that are coming upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver are corroded, and their corrosion will be a witness against you and will eat your flesh like fire. You have heaped up treasure in the last days. Indeed, the wages of the laborers who mowed your fields, which you kept back by fraud, cry out, and the cries of the reapers have reached the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. You have lived on the earth in pleasure and luxury, you have fattened your hearts as in a day of slaughter. You have condemned, you have murdered the just. He does not resist you. James 5:1-6, NKJV. If then you have not been faithful in the unrighteous wealth, who will entrust to you the true riches? Luke 16:11, ESV. Whoever multiplies his wealth by interest and profit gathers it for him. Who is generous to the poor? Proverbs 28:8, ESV. Keep your life free from love of money, and be content with what you have, for he has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5, ESV. Let him turn away from evil and do good. Let him seek peace and pursue it. 1 Peter 3:11, NKJV. Therefore, to him who knows to do good and does not do it, to him it is sin. James 4:17, NKJV. Whoever has a bountiful eye will be blessed, For he shares his bread with the poor. Proverbs 22:9, ESV. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use it will be measured back to you. Luke 6:38, ESV. I have been young, and now am old. Yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his descendants begging bread. Psalms 37:25, NKJV. I love you all, red heart. May God make his face shine upon you, and bless you, and your family, and your animals, and your loved ones, and everyone you pray about, pulsating heart. Smiling face with smiling eyes and hugging hands. Smiling face with hearts. In Jesus Christ's precious name. Amen. Hands pressed together.